Another thing is when you are young, your low skill level and your low awareness, you just generally have lower agency. You're not really valuable enough to anybody to be more than a cog or more than an NPC. So that's another thing that can compound that feeling of the walls closing in around you, is because that's the fight of your 20s, or from 25 to your early 30s, is making your time more valuable, making your time valuable enough that you don't have to take low pay, you don't have to take shit from people, you don't have to accept people that are rude to you or whatever, because your skills are sought after. You can demand more from your environment, basically, because you're good at something. You look for reasons not to fire somebody who's really good at something. You look for reasons not to fire somebody that's making you money or is solving problems that you don't like dealing with. You look for reasons to keep them happy in their job. And if they're not bringing money to the table or helping you out or solving problems, then it doesn't matter. You don't really care what their life is like. Because what the fuck, what are you even doing here? You get paid $8 an hour to be a human toilet. Or here, put the cheese on this pizza. You dummy. A lot of problems can be solved by getting good at something, making your time worth more money. When you're not resilient and you're outcome dependent, you're attached on good outcomes, you need a good outcome to feel good. This is different from the Teletubby people who are liars and fuckers anyway, and they're like, oh, guess we didn't get to see any snow. Oh well, it's just as good. That's bullshit. And that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when you don't get a birthday present or whatever, it doesn't psychologically shatter you. If you go drive up to see snow and you don't see snow and your kids are in the back seat and at some point you're driving and you're like, I can't fucking believe we didn't see any snow. Drove all this way, we had to eat ramen? Fuck! That's gonna ensure that your kids have the same knife in their head that makes them retarded. Attitude is everything, bro. You have to have an all-terrain personality. You have to be ready for whatever comes, because there's bad stuff coming. That's a lot of it, actually. There's actually a lot of bad stuff coming. So you need to be ready for it. It sounds like you're a good dad. You're cooking dinner for your kids. Just don't let them see you get rattled by little inconveniences like this, because, you know, there's a lot worse shit coming down the line. If you're in Florida, the Tony Montana mansion is located in Miami. It reportedly has a large pile of snow on the main office desk. The other thing is, like, the people that flip out all the time, you don't remember them as being impressive or powerful or anything like that. You just remember them as being weak and, like, disrupted by anything that happens. Oh, great. I didn't get my birthday present again? I've asked for since June.
I think the world is a complicated place, but it's not all doom and gloom. Accepting that it is all doom and gloom only helps make it worse. Pretty fucking brainlit take, I guess, but even the little guy's got to keep his head up. There is no great man theory. It is a collection of many small people moving for greatness. That and Indians kind of stink.
That is indeed a brainlit take. And that is why it is good and true. Because at the bottom end of the spectrum, you have the people who are just as smart as the people at the top end of the spectrum. It is the case that every day, even some of the worst ones, are gifts. They are gifts. Every day is a gift from a creator who loves you and wants the best for you. When you get into the weeds and you start thinking, what do we do? What do we do? What's going to happen? It's easy to black pill because it is such a complicated problem. Everything is interdependent and constantly evolving, not to mention rigged, that a solution is hard to be seen. But in terms of your actual life, when you close Twitter and you go back to reality, you have people, you have the air outside, you have just being here, just being alive. Like, there's a whole world out there. There's a whole world out there, guys. And it is the one we have. It's the very best. It's unbelievable. It's filled with joy. and opportunity, it's the best thing. It's the only thing you have. You probably should all enjoy it to the max. Live it to the max, bro. Yeah. And yeah, Indian people do stink. Okay, we'll get this going. I gotta figure out this chair situation. This thing is not the one. I probably need a actual chaise lounge thing where I'm like laying down.